welcome. Welcome back to another video, right? Another fight preview video. We're going to be looking at a night full of action that's going to be going down this weekend in Florida. So, you know, definitely can't wait to talk to y'all about that. But before we get started, we are powered by DNS Cleaning. So if you're in the Hampton Roads, Virginia area, if you're a realtor and you have properties and you need help in between tenants, if you have an Airbnb and you need help in between vacationers, if you have a office space and you need help when business closes up, those are the people that you want to reach out to. DNS Cleaning. So uh, reach out to me. If this is something that you guys need, reach out to me and I'll make sure that you get all the information that you need so you can reach out to them so they can get you taken care of. Because if you're gonna do something, you want to get it done right and you want to have the best do it right. Okay. That's what I thought. So DNS Cleaning are the people that you wanna reach out to. So let's get to it, y'all. Like I said, we got a lot of action that we gotta unpack, a lot of action that we have to look forward to. So first thing, first box that we're gonna check, Amari Jones, right? We get the debut of USA bronze medalist Amari Jones. So we get to see now the pro aspect of his game, right? He did an outstanding job, with his amateur, his amateur background, his amateur pedigree. He's checked that box, right? That's what you want as far as if you want to build a successful career, right? That's the path you want to take. You want to have solid foundation, amateur experience for a lot of people, and that solid foundation for a lot of people, not everyone, of course, but for a lot of people, that solid foundation ends up being a strong foundation for a good professional career. So I'm excited to see Amari Jones and how he adapts to the pro style. Um, and if it's going to take maybe a little bit of an adjustment period for him. So that's the beauty part, right? We don't know what we're getting, right? So we're going to see, he makes his debut. So uh, best of luck to the young man, and we will keep you updated on the results of Amari Jones and what's next for him. Also on the card, we have the rematch between Jaleel Hackett and Jose Ramon. So if you guys remember, back in December, the two fought. It was a split decision win for Ramon. So now, fast forward a couple months later, they run it back on a rematch. If you remember when they fought the first time, Hackett, they were putting the spaceship on Hackett's back, and they want to send him, to the moon. They were obviously giving him tough tests, but the plan obviously is to hopefully send him to the moon. And Roman threw a monkey wrench in that whole plan. So he got the win by split decision the first time. So now, like we said, they run it back. So I want to see how the young fighter handles it, right? Because you're in the ring now with a guy that beat you. So is it going to be the same game plan? Do you feel like, since it was a split decision, that you don't really need to do too much tweaking and just maybe do a little bit? Or is it going to be a complete game plan change because you may factor in that some of the things that you may have done in the first fight, he may be looking for, in the second fight? So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to see how Jaleel Hackett approaches this rematch and see if he can get the win, or if Ramon makes it two in a row over Hackett. So that fight in particular, I'm looking forward to. Like I said, just because they fought already, so that one we know is going to be a good one. We know that one is going to be entertaining. So we have that, and as we travel along, right, we see Jermaine Ortiz on the card. Jermaine Ortiz is somebody that comes to fight, but nobody wants to fight because he's not one of those major names, right? It's high risk, low reward. is the best way to put Jermaine Ortiz. I mean, he had 2 tough fights with Lomachenko and another one with Teofimo Lopez. And if you look at those 2, I think a number of people, they say, okay, we put those together, we know this kid is no joke. So it's tough in situations like that when you don't have a major name and you're looking for opportunity, and you've given other fighters reasons not to fight you. And I think that's kind of where Jermaine Ortiz is at, and he's in a position now where he can hopefully make a statement in this fight, right? Because if you're good enough and you get people watching and paying attention to you, then you end up getting the big fights, right? The people demand you being in big fights, and people want to see you in big fights. So I think Jermaine Ortiz is knocking on that possibility. If he can, put on a good performance this weekend and get people talking, who knows? Because Jermaine Ortiz isn't far away from, a big fight himself. Like I just said, he's already had 2 against 2 of the best. So Jermaine Ortiz, to me, is right on the cusp of another big fight. So maybe an impressive performance in this fight will put him in position for a big fight. So we'll see. But it is good to see Jermaine Ortiz back. I do enjoy watching Jermaine Ortiz fight. So we'll keep an eye out on that fight. And as we travel, like we said, y'all, there's a lot of action. We got Edgar Berlanga that's going to be on the card as well. This one surprised me. He's coming fresh off the Canelo fight. Berlanga has headlined, cards before on his own and done well. So it's kind of surprising to see him on the, on the undercard. Maybe this is a plan for something much bigger for Berlanga. Sometimes these things happen. Sometimes you got to do some things you don't want to do for the much bigger picture. So maybe this is what we're looking at for Berlanga, because in my eyes, losing to Canelo, okay, you lost to arguably the best fighter in boxing now. Like, that doesn't, that really doesn't, I'm not holding that against Berlanga, So this is an opportunity that if Berlanga can put on a good performance, which I believe he will, this puts him in a position, right? This puts him right back in there, right? With the Diego Pacheco's of the world and the Caleb Plants of the world. It makes those fights possible. So this is, this is going to be a good fight. This is going to be an interesting fight. Forgive me, I got a cold, y'all. But this is going to be an important fight also for Berlanga to, because this is on the path to him getting back right and getting back to the top. So we'll definitely pay attention to Berlanga, not only with this fight, but what's next for him. Could be something major. We'll see. The main event, we got Ammo Williams versus Patrice Volny. This is going to be a good one as well. Volny, he's been in the ring with Stephen Butler, who's been in the ring with Janabek, if you're not familiar with Volny. Ammo Williams, he's still, working his way back from the Hamza Shiraz fight that happened, which kind of derailed him, but he seems to be working his way back. So that's going to be a good fight as well. I have Ammo winning. However, it's one of those fights that if Ammo doesn't stay locked in, and if he's not, 100% ready to roll, anything can happen. Patrice Volny is very dangerous and is a live dog, in this fight. But I think Ammo has enough ammo, in his artillery to get the job done. So we'll see. Make sure y'all stay locked in to the channel across all platforms. We're going to keep everything updated. Stay locked in, like we said. And until next time, peace.